anything about the Misty Forest rumors, legends, etc.? Is this a fabled beast that we should not follow? Is there ill fortune associated with it, or is there something historical about it that we might recognize?
Dave, I also like to do a history check about the Misty Forest itself.
Okay.
Dave, no history tech here. I just want to run blindly into follow everybody.
Feel free to feel lonely.
Oh, I better wait then. Never mind.
Well, I am going as well, but I'm going to try and stop them not to hunt it. So.
Oh, son of a...
Yeah, you can definitely give me a history check. See if you can remember anything about the Misty Forest.
Apparently not.
Drawing a blank.
You just know
It's
that there's
east of the Tradeway, somewhere up by Daggerford.
Yeah, you know that there's it's like common knowledge. You would know that there's elves, probably a population of druids, and probably some rangers or bandits. And of course,
Ooh, bandits.
orcs.
Let's go find
maybe some Uthgard barbarians, something like that. But as lore, anything else, no, you're not. Both of you are not familiar. Okay.
I'm inclined not to join the hunt because we have a mission. We have a golden purpose, and it has nothing to do with chasing things through the forest and maybe falling into some kind of a pitfall.
I would say our mission is to help the betterment of mankind and elvenkind and all other creature kind. So we should probably follow these guys because, look, even if it is a trap, these boneheads are going to get munched.
Oh yeah, you can hear
so we
several.
might as well help them out, and maybe we can help out.
Yeah, you can hear several of these jackballs. These guys on the caravan. Oh, this thing is gonna fetch a ton of money. This is gonna be worth a lot of gold. So yeah, the hunt is on.
At least. I was going to say at least there's going to be a lot of people coming back with arrows in their heads just from accidental shootage. So as a cleric, as a life cleric, I feel it's my duty to follow Ms. Kensa and see if there's something we can do to help things out. But right now I haven't decided what side I want to help out yet.
So
Ms.
this guy
Kensa, have you declared? You've said don't pursue the elk. You're not going to run into the forest, are you?
I'm going to protect the elk. That's what my goal is.
She said she's running in to protect the elk. I remember hearing her. I didn't hear
just
any.
don't shapeshift into a deer.
I
That
did
would
not
be
hear
dumb.
anyone else say that. Yeah.
I'm gonna go into Dave. Sort of
So,
casually, make my presence known.
these guys have no intention of stopping, do they? The hunters and stuff.
No, they're going at it. You can tell that they're not skilled hunters. I mean, their bows are rickety. I mean, they've got one thing on their mind: that gold coat and those platinum antlers. That's what it looked like 150 yards away as they're running to the edge of the forest. Well, now you get into the forest. Silverclaw is right with you. So you two are in the forest. I don't think that's it. Just you two are in the forest, correct? Zelos.
Tiberius said he went in.
Okay, so Tiberius
Tiberius ran
well.
in there.
Okay, so
Tiberius is in the forest. Kensa's in the forest.
all right, so three of you are in the forest. You guys are actually starting to go into the forest deeper. I'm talking you guys are already several hundred yards into the forest. And you can see, the forest is starting to get thicker and thicker as you go in. There's more vines, and so it's not like it's a jungle, but it's, your typical forest type of terrain. You can hear the others calling, the guards of the caravan, the other, the hunters and the wagons, and you can hear that they're calling to one another trying to find this elk. So, Kensa, I want you to give me a nature check to see if you can track this beast.
Dave,
For
I'm
tracking,
also
would
gonna...
it be survival?
Actually, yeah, you can give me a survival check, actually, because survival is tracking. My bad.
Dave, I'm gonna sort of change up my voice a little and try to shout out misdirections to the other hunters.
Okay. Trying to
Over there,
throw
over
them
there.
off or not? Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, try to throw them off. Screw with them a little.
All right, that's
And
a
I'm just
great
gonna,
check, Kensa.
I'll just go ahead and bend down and try to taste. I'm going to reach down into some of the droppings of the animal and kind of poke it a little bit, pick it up, maybe smell it a little bit, and then tell everybody to be careful they don't step in this.
Tastes like walnuts, Tiberius. Tastes like walnuts.
That's nice.
Raisins.
That's nice.
Figs.
Why am I in this party?
So
Damn.
you actually have a great survival check, Kensa. And you actually see the path that this elk has taken. And it seems like the elk is going a separate way as the rest of the herd. So you're able to follow this a little bit more. Well, you do meet a couple of the other hunters along the way. And the hunters tell you that you're going the wrong way. So do you want to follow them, or do you want to continue on? And because they're like, no, it's over here, and we're all gonna split the money. We're all gonna be rich after this gold cloak. We're gonna skin it and sell it in Waterdeep. Are you with us? Are you with us? And then they just kind of run off. No, they're just regular, travelers in the caravan. So they go
Judging by the
off.
fact they're novice hunters and I'm a druid, I'm going to stick to my instincts.
Yeah, that would be
way I
a good
want to.
idea. So give me one more survival check. All she needs is a DC 10.
And I'm following Kensa.
Okay. I figured all three of you guys would probably
Okay.
stick together. All right, so you still have the trail, and when you get to the end of this trail, you can really start to sense. You can actually literally sense the elk is wrong. There's just something with this elk that just draws you to it, Kensa. Now, you get to a clearing. All right, and this clearing is basically a moss grove type. It's like a clearing, like a perfect clearing in the middle of the forest. There's mossy walls everywhere. So basically, the only thing that you can see as you break through this like mossy wall, you can see this elk standing there, and it's standing probably about 15 to 20 feet in front of you, Kensa. And Silverclaw, he comes through the mossy curtain, and so does Tiberius. So now all three of you are sitting here, and you feel like a sense of calm in here, but yet sort of a little edgy. And this elk looks at you, and then all of a sudden, this massive stag, he speaks something in a language that I believe only you are going to understand, Kensa. So I don't think anybody
Druidic,
else.
Sylvan.
No, I just know Spanish.
No Española.
So it greets you in Sylvan, Kensa, and I'm going to send you a tell.
Should we knock out the sound for us? That way you...
He's
No, just send
I'm
me
just
a
sitting
sending
a tell.
I guess I'll reply back. Should I just use whisper since no one else can understand this?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. No, you can speak in Sylvan if you want, and just speak back in Common if you want. But you can definitely understand it. Depends on what you want to do, Genso.
I think she's typing in the whisper.
Ah, okay.
I'm just sitting back and admiring the gorgeousness that is a giant elk with a platinum rack.
I'm listening out for the idiot hunters.
You can hear them off into the distance, Silverclaw. You can hear them off in the distance, but nothing. It doesn't sound like they're even close. It's like this.
So do you have sharp hearing with no ears?
Shots fired between the Dragonborn and the.
How about I rip yours off and see how you do?
All right, so Kensa starts to speak in a language that kind of sounds Elvish, because everybody would know what Elvish would sound like, but you can tell that's some kind of variance of Elvish. So Kensa said, "I know you don't need my protection from these hunters, but I felt the need to try to save you if something did happen."
It sounds better than Elvish, basically.
Nothing sounds
Yes.
better than Elvish. You're dissing my mom now.
Well,
my adopted
Sylvan,
mom.
well, elves came from like the Sylv and the Fae and all that kind of stuff, so it would sound better. It's like the purest of elves, basically.
Okay, then never mind. It's better.
So yeah, basically the elk and Kensa are having a conversation with one another in this mysterious language.
It's just my luck. The one with the nice rack always gets picked up first. Oh, a little bit of humor for you.
And Krivgar's like, what on earth?
You're not even there, dude. You guys are back there trying to make that goat sit, but you can't do it.
So I'm basically having a conversation, and I do this in tells because I don't want the players to metagame it. So
This deer is the best texter ever. So you guys still typing back and forth?
Yeah, sorry.
All right, just making sure because my microphone cut out before.
yeah, we're
And I was
just
like,
we're
oh
just
god,
typing with
what
one
happens
another.
if they?
All right, so and this is going on for several minutes. So Kensa says, "Is there any way to prevent this?" And then the deer responds,
Several minutes, huh? I might
"You need
want
to continue to
whisper
follow
over
the
to
river
Kensa.
of gold
What's he saying?
until you reach the grand
What's
castle
going
in the sky."
on?
And Kensa, as you say what you just said, in this last tale, the stag kind of, I want to say, kind of like curtsies down with one leg, and the elk vanishes. But in the spot
Oh, God.
of where the elk is, there is a bow on the ground.
I reach down and examine the bow before touching it.
It is a beautiful elven bow. I mean,
pick it
this
up.
is a beautiful bow.
Nice. Bow of talking elkness, probably.
It might be like one of those racist elven bows that only work for elves.
Well, it's not going to work for me.
Oh, poor Daddy.
So, what did you and the bighorns over there talk about?
And then you hear this, and then you hear nothing else. And that is basically that.
I'll still say thank you back in Sylvan just in case he's still here.
Okay.
And what's thank you in Sylvan sound like?
French.
I thought you said it was beautiful. Oh snap!
Wow.
No, I'm just
Shots
kidding.
fired.
All the
fired! Shots
all the French people on the stream now are gonna get mad at me.
We are
And
sorry if we
Canadians.
offended any French or French Canadian people in the stream. Do not sue us. But yeah, I say, the elk told me that there was a danger coming to the land, and he sent someone of nature in our party to tell us. I asked him how we could prevent this danger, and he said, "You need to follow the river of gold until you reach the grand castle in the sky."
That might be something good to write down on your journal. Yes, the sound of.
What
So this is what
it
happened.
with mystical people and their damn riddles?
The elf said,
my character
"She's
says
not
this
there
out
to
loud.
harm me." I said,
Read
"Yes,
the
I know
riddle
you're
one more
not here to
time,
harm
please.
me." And then Dex, I'm sorry,
Follow
Kensa
the
said,
river. Continue to follow.
She
the
said, "I know
gold
you don't
river
need my
until you reach
protection."
the grand castle in the sky.
"From these hunters, but I feel the need to try if something did happen to you." And then the elk
Gold
replied,
River. We all know what that means.
Really?
I
And
sent someone like
yeah,
you,
yeah.
and
That's
you need to
that's a river of
continue
urine.
your
And
journey.
Grand Castle in the
Follow
sky.
the River of Gold to the Grand
That
Castle.
must
in the
be
sky.
Camelot. Dragonspear.
That's
Kansas
where Lucy
said,
lives.
"What will be in the castle in the, in the sky?"
I guess
tells
so.
us.
He says not all will survive.
Not all will survive.
Man,
And
I ain't
the-
that again. No way. No way.
And he left his bow to help us.
So take a gander at the bow.
You leave any katanas?
Look at Dennis.
No, I'm sorry.
So did everybody get the? Did you get the Cap of Water Breathing added to your sheet? You got the Horn of Blasting and the Wand of Magic Detection and Identification also added.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Cool, gotcha. I'm gonna go ahead and archive those.
But before like casting anything on it, I'll just look at it itself as what it is, or what I see it as.
Of really nice elvish quality.
Is it made of oak, maple, something like that?
It's made of oak. Same type of
Magical.
material from this forest.
Nice. And I look to them and say, "You're okay if I use a charge of this wand of identification and magic detection?"
No problem with me.
Recharges every night. Go for it.
You can hear the other
That's true, it
hunters
does.
in the forest yelling, "Where did they go? Where did they go? I lost them over here."
Wait, which way did the elk go?
It
Vanished
disappeared.
completely.
It
Vanished
vanished.
completely into thin air.
Oh, I thought you said it walked away before vanishing.
Well.
Okay, in that case, I'll shout out. I think it went east. East. Shout out.
I'm gonna use the magic wand of magic to identify this bow.
All right.
Basically.
So the magic detection, it is definitely magical. So there's a charge off of that. So another charge to identify it. You're able to determine that. Nick, thank you very much for the follow. It is a +1 bow. A bow +1.
Wow, +1 bow of elven quality. That's pretty sneak. So I'm a little nervous about that riddle.
And it is it's a short bow. So it is a short bow. +1. So basically, this is what you would put. Whoever wants the bow, just put +1 weapon, and then beside the brackets, just put short bow. And it's +1 to attack and +1 to damage. +1 elven.
Hey,
short
team,
bow.
since I got the cap of water breathing, I'll allow somebody else to get the bow.
Well, I just took the bow because I was the one who picked it up, but
All
I
right,
need to get back
sweetness.
to the rest of the party first as well.
Okay, there's just no no worries here.
As a outlander, I have the trait to memorize every path that I've recently took, so I'll lead the party back to safety.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably about 1,500, 2,000 yards into the actual forest. It takes you a good 5 to 10 minutes to get back out, to the caravan on the tradeway. And as you're making your way out to the caravan, there's a lot of empty-handed hunters, that have their heads down and, cursing and whatnot. It was just within my grasp, and you can hear a couple of the hunters saying, he was in just within shot of my bow, but he ducked behind a tree. Fucking guys, man. Oh, full of shit, huh?
I'll let them enjoy their moment and go back over to Zelos and Silverclaw? No,
Yeah,
Silverclaw came
I
with
was
us.
surprised
Krivgar.
about that also, Apache.
And don't be racist that all lizardmen look alike to you.
I just couldn't remember who came with us and who didn't.
Nope. Some of them are much hotter.
I mean dragonborn,
Oh.
sorry.
Perhaps Nilf wouldn't notice.
But yeah, I really relay the information, like the riddle and like finding the elk and stuff like that, and they left us the bow.
So did that
Pretty good.
elk have a name? Was that a special elk? Who sent it?
We did not exchange names or details.
So you're just basically taking it at face value that it was a good elk?
Well, it came to warn us about a terror of the land and to help prevent it. Elks are generally
Insect.
good by nature.
Oh, I know elks
And-
are good. They're one of my favorite.
Inset.
Yes.
From a
I need-
taste standpoint,
I need
I'm
to
sorry.
ask you. You really need the bow. Is that going to add to your offensive capability? It would definitely
love it.
add to mine.
I don't have a bow at all, but do you have a bow? We could exchange, as I generally don't rely on weapons so much as I do my magic.
I understand. Well, the +1 short bow would definitely be an addition to my arsenal.
Yeah,
You
but I'm
need
saying,
my
do
bow.
do
You are
have like
welcome
a...
to it.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go then. I'll just take the normal bow and you can have the +1.
Good, thank you. Remember, I have a sneak attack and a +1 attack and a +1 damage. That'll really tote up.
You're
Yeah.
totally going to sneak attack now with that bow.
As you guys are, starting the caravan, master calls for the caravan to continue to move. We're late. We're going to be late for Daggerford if we don't leave. So the caravan starts to proceed in a northwesterly fashion, where you will have another 2 days to go until you hit Daggerford. So as you guys can go ahead and RP this out because the caravan is moving rather slow.
Yep, I give Zelos the +1 and in exchange take the bow.
Well, I think bow and probably some money is how I would do it. Seems like it's not a good trade.
I think you ought to keep your long nose in your own pocket.
I love
That's
it.
not my nose, buddy.
There's a druid and an outlander.
Then keep
I have
it in your
no need
pants.
For gold, so my tribe doesn't use gold, so it's useless to me when I leave this adventure.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm good with it. I got a
If
water
you need
breathing
the bow
cat.
at the end of the adventure, the bow is yours, of course. I believe I can do the
I
most
just
good
ask
with
that you
this
be
weapon.
careful with it, as it was a gift from a magical creature in the druid, tellings.
I thank you, and I will respect it.
A very
You have my
highly
word that I will,
enchanted creature.
but I
of
will
the
not be
forest.
hunting with your bow.
Probably not. Probably not many enchanted creatures in this forest. Probably stronger than this elk. Thank you very much, Maylock. Take it easy, and see you next week. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out, man. Take it easy.
But yeah, I'd like to bring up the riddle again, if anyone has any ideas of what that could be, anyone know anything about the area, etc.
Well, I kind of feel like I'm going to die in the end, but whatever. Other than that,
You'll be lucky if you make it to the end, but I'll die before it.
Wow.
Castle,
Holy shit.
wow, shots fired. And she's been on my team the entire time, so
I
that's
know.
not good. Well, I don't know
perhaps a
the area. I
castle
don't-
on top of a mountain or a very, very, very tall hill. Just saying.
A flying castle itself isn't out of the question after looking at that mechanical thing powered by magic.
Well, who else knows this area around here? I mean, I haven't been this way. What about our metal crab wielding buddy? Maybe he knows something. If somebody knows
Well,
this
that's a-
area, maybe
that's
we
a
can
very
ask him
good
about
thought.
we can ask somebody about this Yellow River.
Golden.
Oh, excuse me, Golden River.
Follow
Golden
the
River
river
to a
of
castle
gold.
in the sky.
Hmm.
Lucy in the sky.
Okay.
So
Any-
follow
Where's
the
that
river.
bard
guys
when you
think?
need him?
You guys got any ideas on what that might mean?
It could
out
be
out
the gold, the treasure that the carts are taking to the dragon, like, keep in a mountain, meaning castle in the sky, and the gold being the river of gold.
Ooh.
Yeah, actually, that does make sense. Like a river's like on the trail.
Very good thinking.
Man, you're smarticle.
Possible.
I play too many RPGs.
So follow the river of gold.
I like the idea of asking Nick the Peddler, too.
Yeah, I'll just have you guys know that Deserin, in the Deserin River, Deserin is a dialect of Elfin, meaning yellowish. So I might confuse things a little bit, but I just thought I'd share that with you.
What?
No, I don't know. I'm just making crap up. Sorry, man. I thought I just...
What? So good.
It's a red
I
herring
love it.
That's right.
about a golden river.
Mick the Peddler's still
No,
in the
I mean, I
caravan.
think- Yeah, I
He's
think
still
we
there.
should probably go ask. We should go ask Mick and see what's going on with that guy.
Eh,
See
what
if
do you
he knows
want?
a little bit of info.
Hey, so have you had a
Let's
chance?
ask him about the castle.
Have you had a chance to use your helmet yet? Your little cap there? Those eyebrows
Oh,
sure
yeah,
are
yeah,
looking nice and pointy today.
Well, thank you. I had a chance. I had the opportunity to stick my head in a bucket of water the other day.
Yeah, well,
And,
how did it
try
work
it
out
out.
for you?
It's awesome. I can't wait to go swimming with this puppy on. I really
Go to
appreciate that.
swimming. Well, they could swim in it. Swim.
So who all's with
That was gorgeous.
Tiberius?
I think I brought Kensa along with me. And I think what we need to do is we probably want to focus more on the... I mean, I like to go... Kensa, I want to go with your idea of the... following that trail is the gold. But I think let's find out what this castle is. So I'll let you ask him what the deal is with the castle in the sky and see if there's something around here that could meet that description.
Well, I told you it might be a mountain keep where you're taking it, but I'm going to ask him if he knows of anything like fabled called the River of Gold, if that's around here.
Any fable about River of Gold or Castle in the Sky?
I don't know of any castles in the sky. Not where I'm going to. Boy, that sounds fancy schmancy. I don't know of any castles in the sky. I thought they were all destroyed back in the spell plague. You guys got directions to one of these? Maybe they'll want to buy some of my stuff.
They did exist before the spell plague?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of
Do you
things
have any
happened
idea
in the
when?
spell plague. Yeah, 40 years ago, a lot of bad things happened. A lot of people died. A lot of the land has changed.
I wonder if one of the castles might have escaped the fate of the rest.
Are you talking about the Sky Castle that's in Neverwinter, maybe? I know that I think they have one of these. I think it's called the Moonstone Mass. Yeah, that's it. The Moonstone Mass Tavern. I think that's like a little castle in the sky. I think it's anchored so it doesn't float away to the mainland of Neverwinter. Is that what you're talking about? The
Do you know
Moonstone
anything?
Mass Tavern? I don't know.
It could be.